Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. And we have a surprising matchup here today. What an opportunity for an unranked team to win the conference championship and get into the college football playoff with a big upset statement today. As we'll see a team from the Big 12, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. An inside give now from the shotgun. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
It's a fumble. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff to the back. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He lets it go on the move. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver. Then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
1st and 10 play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves left out of the pocket. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss. 2nd down after that previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. That one hurts. Smacks him up 10 yards. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And here comes a deep shot. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's going to take another shot right here. Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Sam Houston offense on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? Oh, it's incomplete. Almost a disastrous play here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up second down. It's a run to the left. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Same tailback, another carry. Fights through a tackle. Enough for a first down at the 37.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Bearcats pick up enough yardage for a first down. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Bearcats starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
He'll hand it off. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Bearcats trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting, slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion, just masterful execution on that drive.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Play action here on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's escaping the pocket now. There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
Oh, this guy has a knack for... That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Sam Houston's offense back out there now. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. It'll bring up second down.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
The back's got it. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Bearcats begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Running through the tackle. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's caught inside the 10. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Ball handed off. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. There's the handoff. He's swarmed by the defense.
A great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Point after, knocked right through. The BAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Louisiana Tech offense is back out on the field now. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's caught. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. That completion sets up an important 3rd down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks to the left, pass caught. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep and try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string, but he just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. That completion makes it second and medium. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Just ran away from the defense.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Bearcats will kick this away to start the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. Trying to build on a positive first half of this offense to see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. Off the play fake on first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Quarterback still with the football. Runner with an impressive spin move there. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down here for this offense. Receiver in motion now. They're going to run it. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Goes backwards. He'll lose 10 yards there. And sack sets up an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
To me, a couple things there. Number one, pressure in the quarterback. The other thing is really good coverage by the secondary. Quarterback had no choice but to get rid of that football. And now you get the 4th down. You got the lead by a couple possessions. Smart play here is to punt the ball away and get your defense back out on the field.
And the returner will be brought down. And the Bearcats offense back out there now. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Here comes a first down pass attempt. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. This middle linebacker can play all over the field. That time they bring him in the blitz, and he gets home.
Yeah, usually you think of this middle linebacker who's kind of a sideline-to-sideline player defending the run, but here the timing and the instincts as a blitzer coming right through the middle of that offensive line, and he gets to the quarterback. Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Off play action, he's looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Fights through the tackler.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the back now goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Across the 45 now. A big play moves the ball across midfield to the opponent's 43. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. He finds the running back in the flat.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Fires it on the move. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Louisiana Tech offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. quarterback hammered after the throw. That's an obvious 15-yard penalty. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. And now the running back's got it again. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Oh, here comes the reverse. Great move in the open field. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
That's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4th down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Touchdown, Bulldogs. This offense is still clicking. And they get set now to try the PAT. And he'll set up. It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. So the 2-point try is successful, and they build the lead even further. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Sam Houston offense on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. He's going to bring up a 3rd down play.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
The ball is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Third down after that running play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
And they will trot out the field goal team here. It's a fake field goal. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. There's contact on the throw. And that pass is going to fall incomplete. No surprise there. Took a shot, but the gamble doesn't work, and that decision will be questioned. They pass on the field goal try. Sam Houston's offense back out there now. They fumbled it away last time, and now they're in a big hole. They got to react quickly here. Short throw complete to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Second down play coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Play action fake, looking to throw. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. And the wideout goes in motion. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And the protection breaks down yet again, another sack. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
4th down, looking to throw for it. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
He's running out of time here. Well, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. That sack sets up a 3rd down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
He's looking to scramble. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. Fighting off the defender. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. The 10. Touchdown, Bearcats. He would not be denied.
Chris, they're not quite out of this game just yet. With under 2 minutes to go, they're down by 9. I'd kick the extra point here, make it a one-possession game, and then try to recover that onside kick, and you got a real shot.
Offense is out there. Here comes a two-point conversion attempt. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll try to run this one in. And the defense wraps him up.
Well, the defense wasn't able to keep these guys out of the end zone for that touchdown, but a good job of bouncing back with a short memory and making that stop and keeping that two-point conversion out.
And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. Impressive spin move. And the Louisiana Tech offense is back out on the field now. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.